So I guess I'm a little bit different than most students. I came in knowing exactly what I wanted to do. I knew, like, from ninth grade, I wanted to be a filmmaker, go into the film industry. And about end of high school, I knew I wanted to do sound. So I looked for a school that had sound design for film, and I came across the University of Montana, not knowing that the film industry was male dominant, very much so. There weren't a lot of females in the film industry, but there are, and it's growing. But a lot of the classes I took were heavily male dominated, and I was the only girl, and I was the only one to get the last sonic arts degree. So I'm going in with a sonic arts degree and graduating with it, but I was the only one left. So that kind of like made me a little nervous, like, okay, maybe I don't feel comfortable doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be a sound designer. Maybe I should do something else, because I had a few teachers come and talk to me about being a woman in a field that's surrounded by men. And then I kind of thought, like, okay, well, how would they know that my work is female? Like, how could you like listen to my sound design and be like, okay, that was done by a female? And then I thought, okay, what's the difference? What's the matter? Like, why can't I do this? So that kind of like brought me down for a second, and then I brought myself up and out of it and really got into the sound design work. My second year, I was starting to do tons of films doing sound design, and I actually was on a web series. But this was like my first ever big sound project, and it was all male dominated. And they started questioning like my sound work and kind of like questioning my design process as a sound person, and it kind of like really brought me down. They were kind of saying hurtful things like, how I can't believe like the sound came out like this, or like, why would you waste your time doing this? And it just kind of like, I would be working like 60 hours. I'd be working my butt off for these guys, like every day till 2 a.m., 10 hours or 14 hours a day trying to do the sound for their web series. And it was just like, maybe I can't be a sound designer. Maybe I picked the wrong field. Like, it just sucked to have people saying horrible things about your work when you're just putting in your heart and soul in it. And I kind of like had to slowly just trudge through it just to get through it. And, you know, I looked up for one of my school projects, female composers and female sound artists. And they kind of like showed me the path. Like, it's a hard industry, but you just got to push through it and get through it. And I really wanted to be like them, and they kind of really inspired me. And so I finished the web series Sound, and it came out great. We showed it and premiered it at the Roxy Theater, and I like finally got the credit that I wanted, but it just kind of like that downfall like made me question the decision of like, you know, I probably should pick something that's more comfortable. And then I kind of realized that sometimes your degree, you shouldn't be comfortable with it, but it should be something you want to do, and it should be your passion. And so that's kind of why I kept going with sound design.